Hello, everyone. I am Ant,
I am Macho Man Dan.
and you are checking out the World of WWE podcast, our 2021 Survivor Series prediction special. Before we cover give you our predictions. First, thank you for listening to us. If you're checking us out on Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, or Apple Podcasts, thank you. We really appreciate the support, and we hope you are enjoying what we're coming out with. So if you are enjoying it, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you also, if there's a notification bell wherever you're listening, hit that too so that you stay notified when new content is out. Also, if you're checking us out on YouTube, great. Make sure while you're on YouTube, you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure you like our video. The more likes we get, the more popular on YouTube we become, in the sense of the more people will have a chance to find us on YouTube. So we appreciate all of that. But yes, we are here to talk about Survivor Series 2021. We just discovered it is the last pay-per-view for WWE of 2021. This card was kind of just thrown together, but there are a total of 7 matches, and it's going to take place in Brooklyn, New York. Our correspondent, our other main dude, Carlos, is actually going to be attending the show live in Brooklyn, so we're going to be excited to get his thoughts when we record our recap. However, Carlos is not with us tonight, unfortunately. However, he did give us his predictions, so he will be participating. He has to, because he is actually our tribal chief since he won our last pay-per-view prediction special. So, Dan?
And if you think about this, actually, technically speaking, whoever wins our predictions will end out the year as champion because we don't get a fucking December pay-per-view. Thank you, WWE.
Yeah, I know, WWE, come on. But yeah, so we're going to be covering Survivor Series. Stay tuned at the end to get some special news about our end of the year episode and more, and we'll be discussing that later on. But first, let's talk about the Survivor Series. And the first match I want to talk, well, first of all, before I want to talk about that, happy Thanksgiving to everybody listening. If you are in the United States, make sure you are spending time with your family and enjoying food. I am going to have some barbecue pulled pork. I'm going to make some twice baked potatoes. I'm going to do, oh God, I can't even, broccoli bread, stuff like, I'm doing it up, dude. I'm doing it up. I'm going to get some kind of pumpkin pie. What is your favorite Thanksgiving memory? Well, not your favorite Thanksgiving memory, but like, what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I have been known to have a bit of a weak sauce for the cranberry sauce.
Ooh, do you like the one in the can, or do they like make it homemade?
Well, we usually go with the can. We used to make it homemade, but no longer.
Well, you know what? I have memories of the can. There's nothing wrong with that. I remember that.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with that. So yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And it's also, Thanksgiving is one of my favorite times of the year because I know that Christmas is coming up soon. And
you got Black Friday.
Yes, which I am not participating in because I don't have, well, no, I might because I get paid. Who knows? I might be in trouble because I get paid on Black Friday. Anyway, Anyways, but one of my favorite, another reason why I really enjoy this time of year is because the Survivor Series rolls around, and lately,
also you get a nice football game too.
Yes, you do. What is it? Isn't it the bowl or something on Thanksgiving Day?
I don't know.
They call it.
I don't know. I'm not that big of a football fan. I do know that there's always a football game on Thanksgiving.
There's always a football game on Thanksgiving. So yes, but also for me, wrestling, Survivor Series reminds me of Thanksgiving, and lately the past couple of years it has been Raw versus SmackDown, and it is the same this year. So let's first talk about our first match. It is a 25-man over-the-top rope battle royal in honor of The Rock. He premiered at the Survivor Series in 1996, 25 years ago. which is crazy for me. I'm going to go over some of the participants in the match. You have men like AJ Styles, the Street Profits, Cesaro, Omos, Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, the Viking Raiders, Los Lotharios, Ricochet, Sami Zayn, the Hurt Business, Alpha Academy, T-Bar, and more. But those are the main wrestlers in my mind for that match. Now, Carlos was unable to make a pick for this match, so this one's going to be just a bonus. It's not really it's not going to really get a mark. It's just going to be for fun. So this one isn't really going to be tallied. It's just going to be for fun. So who do you think is going to win the 25-man Battle Royal?
Well, that's a hard one, but because number one, you have so many guys, but there's also a lot of guys who deserve to be mentioned with The Rock. But if I'm gonna pick somebody, I'm gonna pick AJ Styles because I have a place for AJ Styles in my heart, man.
All right, okay, good pick. Well, you and I think alike because I'm going with AJ Styles too. I don't think he deserves to even be in this match. He definitely deserves to be on one of the Team Raw or Team SmackDown.
Yeah, which is bullshit. Why the fuck isn't he?
Because
Omos could be like outside the ring, and he could be like the mascot or something for that team. I'd be like, yeah, that's a cool team right there.
I feel like ever since they teamed AJ Styles up with Omos, Styles has just been going on a
downhill. Yeah, and I think that's unfair to him. I mean, he deserves so much better. I mean, he created the house that AJ Styles built in SmackDown Live, or no,
sure
SmackDown. He did.
Well, also with AJ, there's other, people like Cesaro, who I also think, is amazing. Ricochet. So all those other guys, there's a lot of good talent in that match. But Dan and I are both picking AJ Styles to win. Next, we have our first champion versus champion match. The Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. I don't know how I really feel about this one. Let me go over Carlos's pick. Carlos is going with the Usos to win. I don't know how of a shock that is to us since Carlos is a big Roman Reigns fan. Dan, who is your pick to win this tag team champions versus champions match?
Thinking about it realistically, they're not going to want to have Roman Reigns look bad, so they got to have the cousins look good too. So I think the Usos are going to win.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to be different than you guys. I'm going to go with RK Bro because of the wonderful things he does. I think Roman's empire is going to fall pretty soon, and there has to be some kind of ascension to start off. And if something happens and Reigns is not happy by the end of the night, another reason why he can be unhappy is if the Usos lose. So I think eventually this empire is going to implode and it needs to start at some point. And with it being the last pay-per-view of 2021, who knows, it might start here. And also, I'm tired of the Usos, to be quite honest with you. I like them, but I'd rather see this new team of Orton and Riddle win, to be honest. But, who knows? Maybe they do want to make the Usos look good, like you said, and have them win. So, Dan, you're going with the Usos. I'm going with RK Bro, and Carlos agrees with you that the Usos are going to win. We will have to wait and see.
That's probably a shocker for a lot of people that I'm going with Usos because I don't like Roman.
I mean, 100%, but I think you're going with what you think WWE wants to happen.
Yeah, normally I go with what I want, but no, that has not been working out for me recently. So I'm going to go with what I think WWE wants.
You want to become La Champion to end 2021.
I want to become La Champion. I want to dethrone the head of the table, so I must do it.
Yes.
And it'll be the best part to do it near Thanksgiving. Because I don't want him sitting at the head of the table. I am the champion.
Yes, we will honor you, La Champion, if you win. I don't know why I never win. I'm always.
Hey! I never won either. So
I'm always the peasant in the situation, having to bow down. But it is okay. Eventually, I will be the winner. It will happen. Okay. Next up.
I will make sure it won't.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I think right now we're on the same page, Dan. I don't think you won either. So I think.
No, I'm not. I haven't either. That's why.
Well, we'll
I
see.
mean, we had another guy who won, and look where that ended up. He didn't ever show up again. So,
So I guess he's like the this is the Resurrection Championship here. Okay.
yeah.
Well, our next champion versus champion match, we are seeing the United States champion Damian Priest representing Raw, taking on the Intercontinental champion Shinsuke Nakamura representing SmackDown. Dan, let's go to you first. Who do you think is going to win this match?
See, this is a tough one because they're both really good wrestlers. They're both talented. But it's hard because, I mean, neither one of them can suffer a loss at this point, in my opinion. Because if you do, then you're kind of devaluing it. But I have to pick one. And if I have to pick one, I'm going to go Damian Priest.
Okay. Why are you going with him? Just because
Because, well, he's an up-and-comer. Shinsuke, he's been there a bit longer, and he can suffer a loss a little bit more, I guess. I mean, I don't think he should, but I don't think Damian Priest should lose either, so we shall see.
Okay. Well, I agree with you. I think Damian Priest is going to win this one. Kind of the same reasons, like you said. He's an up-and-comer, and I don't see Shinsuke Nakamura beating Damian Priest doing anything for Priest. And at least Nakamura can make Priest look good if Priest does win. So I'm going to go with Damian Priest. Carlos disagrees with us. He thinks the king of strong style, Shinsuke Nakamura, is going to win, which he might. You know, he's a former Intercontinental champ. Well, he is an Intercontinental champion, but he was United States champion, and he was a former NXT champion. So he definitely Royal Rumble winner. So he definitely could be the winner. But Dan and I are both going with Damian Priest. Carlos is going for Shinsuke. Next, we have our first traditional Survivor Series elimination match, and it is the women's. So, on Team Raw, we have the team of Queen Zelina, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, one half, Rhea Ripley, taking on Team SmackDown members, The Boss, Sasha Banks, Shotzi, Shayna Baszler, Toni Storm, and Natalya. Now, we've seen a lot of these women fight each other. On Raw, we saw, Queen Zelina and Carmella against Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross. I think they each had separate matches against each other. And, they've been making fun of Nikki Cross for not being able to be on the team. Bianca Belair has her drama with Doudrop. Liv Morgan is challenging Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. So that's going on the Raw side of things. On the SmackDown side of things, Sasha Banks and Shotzi do not like each other. Shayna Baszler and Natalya were working in a tag team match, so they kind of have a good standing. And Toni Storm is a great up-and-coming wrestler, former NXT UK Women's Champion, and just an all-around great wrestler. So a lot of people to choose from. Let's start off with Carlos. Carlos believes that Team SmackDown.
Oh, come on. That's a shocker.
He thinks the SmackDown women are going to win. I mean, they could. They have. We
all know it's because Sasha's on the team. That's why.
They have many. All of the women on that team have held championships. Sasha Banks is a former Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Tag, NXT Women's Champion. You have Shotzi, who's a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. Shayna Baszler, former NXT Women's Champion and WWE Tag Team Women's Champion. Toni Storm, like I said, NXT UK Women's Champion. And Natalya, former Divas Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, and WWE Tag Team Champion. So all of the women on that team are, former gold holders, title holders. So, but what do you think? Which team do you think is going to win?
I gotta agree with Carlos on this one.
Wow. And why do you?
I'll tell you why though, because I don't know. It's just like SmackDown, like you said, the superstars on that team, they've all been champions. They're all more known superstars. I don't know. I just feel like they'll win. I mean, plus they actually have a well-known captain.
Yeah.
Sasha.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be different again. I'm going with Team Raw to win. I feel like Team SmackDown tends to always win. And in my opinion, although I do like, they all are former champions, I feel like Raw is a more formidable team. You have Bianca Belair, who is super strong. Queen Zelina, who is very tactful, one of my favorites. Rhea Ripley, you don't want to meet her in the night. Liv Morgan, who is just an amazing competitor. And the most beautiful woman in WWE, Carmella. I mean, I know that they are, like I said, former champions on Team SmackDown, but I think it's time for something different, and I really think that Team Raw could work well together, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with Team Raw, but both you and Carlos think Team SmackDown is going to win for the women's side. Now let's move on to the men's side of things. So, representing Team Raw in the traditional Survivor Series match, we have team captain Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Austin Theory, and Bobby Lashley with MVP in his corner, taking on Team SmackDown, which is Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and Sheamus. Carlos thinks that. Well, what do you think Carlos thinks, Dan? Let's see if you know.
I'm going to take a guess, and I'm going to say he's going for Team Raw.
No, he's going for Team SmackDown. He thinks Team SmackDown is going to have a clean sweep in these Survivor Series matches. Which, I mean, they could. I mean, Drew McIntyre. Let me look at the list. Yeah, again, all these people are former champions too. Drew McIntyre is a former champion. Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, Sheamus. So, but Raw also has a formidable team too. So many main event players on the Raw side.
Has Austin Theory ever been NXT champion?
No, he has not, but he was a part of the Way, which was a great faction. So, but he is a great wrestler, but he has not held the title yet. But which team do you think is going to walk away Survivor Series, the winning team?
I'm going to go with Team Raw.
Team Raw, and why are you going with that?
Well, kind of the reason I'm going with SmackDown. Even though technically, as the Team SmackDown, we're all champions. I mean, look at the lineup. You got Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, compared to Baron Corbin, Xavier Woods. I don't know. It just seems like to me that Raw is more stacked than SmackDown.
Okay. Well, I agree with you too. I think that Team Raw is going to win too. I feel like these past couple of Survivor Series, Team SmackDown has always won. And I think it's time for Raw to get an advantage. And I also agree with you.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Raw has won most of the men's Survivor Series matches recently, like 2019, 2020.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to look because I thought it was. Well, in my opinion, I feel like 2019 was probably one of the better ones, just based on the fact that there was more. Here, let me look. I do kind of want to see this because this might make me change my opinion. So 2016, let's see.
2016 was SmackDown. I know that one.
2016, the women Team Raw won and SmackDown won from 2016. 2017, Team Raw won the women's, and yeah, damn, you're right, dude. So SmackDown really hasn't won.
No. SmackDown, I believe, won the women's matches, but I believe Raw's won the men's one.
No, Team SmackDown, Team Raw's always beaten Team SmackDown. Oh my god!
Wow, Anthony, telling these people lies.
Oh my god! But like the craziest thing is, I thought that it was Raw that was getting beat. Where have I been?
He's been living under a rock, apparently.
Well, I know that. Well, in 2019, Team SmackDown won the men's, and then 2020. In 2020, Team Raw won for the men's, and
I'm pretty sure 2018 Raw won because that was the one with Triple H in it.
So maybe I might have to change this. I might have to. I don't know because I don't know. I just think there's more star power. So I'm still going to stick with Raw. I'm going to stick with Team Raw. I just think there's more star power. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Bobby Lashley, even Austin Theory. I'm going to stick. I'm going to go with Team Raw too. So Again, we agree with Team Raw, and Carlos agrees with Team SmackDown. Next, this match I'm really looking forward to. We're going to see the Raw Women's Champion, the man Becky Lynch, taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, the Queen Charlotte Flair. These two are really having huge beef outside of the ring. Basically, Becky Lynch has trash talk Charlotte Flair because of their issues in the ring. Charlotte was supposed to hand over the title belt, but she actually threw it to the ground, which then made Becky do the same. Backstage, Sonya Deville was upset, wanted to fight with her. Becky Lynch stood up for herself and the rest of the division. Becky did an interview and basically said that Charlotte only thinks about herself. And when Becky sort of flew to the top of the division in 2019, Charlotte got jealous. And the only reason why Charlotte thinks that she should be the main spot on the card is because her last name is Flair and she was given it. Charlotte then made a response saying that the only reason why she is in WWE is because of her brother, Reed, who passed away, not because of her dad, and that whether or not her last name is Flair, eventually, like, she thinks that right now people don't appreciate her, but when she's gone, people are going to realize that she was the best in WWE. So although these two have beef, it was so they will be professional in this match, but I am looking forward to see these two actually compete and have a brawl. Carl, you're not Carlos, you're Dan. Dan, who do you think is going to win this one?
See, this is a tough one, but I gotta go Becky Lynch.
Okay.
I gotta go Becky Lynch because think about it. She returned recently. Charlotte, well, fuck Charlotte. First off, I fucking hate her. We all know this, anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. I think I just told you why.
You just don't like her, yeah. I mean, also Becky
Well,
Lynch.
it's not just that. Plus, Becky Lynch did just come back and everything, so it's like,
Becky Lynch is the bomb. I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch, obviously, because she's my favorite female wrestler out there right now. Of course, I have to root for my wife, my lady, big time
your wife.
ex. There is no way that she's gonna lose. So bye, Charlotte, you suck.
She fucking better not.
No.
Otherwise, WWE immediately ruins their character or her
Yep.
character.
And Carlos actually agrees with us. This is the first match we all agree on. Carlos thinks that Becky Lynch is going to win too. So we are now at our main event. The WWE Champion Big E representing Raw, taking on the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns representing SmackDown. Now on paper, it looks like Roman Reigns is going to win, but don't count on Big E. He's a former NXT champion, former tag team champion, and he is now the WWE champion. He is massive. He is just a great person and a great athlete. Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns. He hasn't been pinned in over 700 days.
Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns.
Yes. So Carlos, of course, had to go with his head of the table, Roman Reigns, to win. I am going to agree with him. Although I love Big E, I don't think that they're going to let Reigns lose tonight. Well, at Survivor Series. What about you, Dan? Who do you think is going to walk out Survivor Series, their winner?
I gotta agree with you guys, but I have a reason why.
Yep.
Besides you guys, besides Roman Reigns being fucking Roman Reigns, when after the match, The Rock's gonna come out and he's gonna, they're just gonna be face to face and everything, setting up something for WrestleMania.
So I was just about to ask you that. So that Carlos said that too. So we're gonna do extra points for this. Carlos thinks The Rock is gonna return. You think The Rock is gonna return. I don't think The Rock is gonna return yet. I think they want us to think that. I think with them doing the 25th anniversary, they're gonna. But I feel like for me, I want to see a surprise. I want to see Reigns win. I want to see him at day one. And then Royal Rumble, that's when I want to see The Rock. I mean, it would be great to see him now, but...
Well, what I think realistically is going to happen is Rock's going to come back. He's not going to show up for like a month. Roman's going to be calling him out and everything, and Rock's going to return in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. I just hope that he doesn't, I guess because I want to be there when he returns, I just feel like I'd rather, not have any idea he's going to show up. But who knows? So I'm going to say he doesn't return, and that will be an extra 10 points for the winner. So let me go over quick our predictions. Dan and I both
Wait,
think
so
that
if he doesn't show up, Anthony, you get 10 points?
yes.
Okay.
But if he does show up, you guys get an extra 10 points.
Okay.
Okay, so the 25-man battle royal, both Dan and I think AJ Styles is going to win that one. For the Usos versus RK Bro, I think RK Bro is going to win, whereas Carlos and Dan think the Usos are going to win. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Damian Priest, both Dan and I think Priest is going to win. Carlos thinks Shinsuke is going to win. Both Carlos and Dan think that Team SmackDown for the women's side is going to win, and I think the Raw side of the women's team is going to win. Then for the men's side of things, Dan and I both think that Team Raw is going to win, whereas Carlos thinks it's going to be Team SmackDown. We all agree, Carlos, Dan, and I, that Becky Lynch is going to win. We also all agree that Roman Reigns is going to win. And for a bonus extra 10 points, will The Rock return? Carlos and Dan think so. I don't think so. Let us know in the comments, do you think The Rock is going to return? And also let us know your thoughts about this. Tell us your predictions. Who do you think is going to win this year's Survivor Series? So, before we wrap up, I want to make sure that you are tuned in for our Survivor Series recap. That will be dropping shortly. Also, we're going to be having a list of the greatest women's matches of 2021 that will be coming out soon. And coming up at the end of December, we will have an official date for you at our Survivor Series recap. We have our second annual Slammy Awards. We are going to be covering our best matches, best male wrestler of the year, best female wrestler of the year, most memorable moment of the year, tag team of the year, so much more. And that will all be announced when we do our Survivor Series recap. But that is coming up soon. Dan, do you have any last words for our fans here?
Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I hope your family's all safe and everything. Hope no one's sick. And I hope you guys have a great day.
Yeah, Dan is such a great sponsor for us here. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Like Dan said, make sure you're spending time with your families, whoever that may be. And yeah, have a safe holiday. But most of all, enjoy Survivor Series, the 25th anniversary of The Rock. Will he come back? Who knows? Enjoy Survivor Series. See you soon. Bye.